Hi, I'm Lou Paparosi. I am the parent of David, who is in supported living, sponsored by J. Nolan Community Services. And I'm here today to talk about how I've structured my charitable contribution each year to J. Nolan. And I'm talking about my personal situation, so yours may be slightly different. So it's always wise to check with your tax people. But for me, several years ago, changes in the tax law eliminated the ability to declare and deduct things like local property taxes and other things. And then further, in my case, I ended up selling my house and I'm now in a rental. So I also can't deduct certain things that I used to be able to deduct. However, I have an individual retirement account, an IRA, and I reached the point, in my case, the year I turned 72. You might be in the category that you need to start doing this at the age of 73, but there's something called a required minimum distribution. So with these IRAs, we've been allowed for many years to contribute money on a tax-free basis. So money that we contributed, we didn't need to pay taxes on, and it was allowed to grow tax-free, as well. However, again, at a certain age, in my case it was 72, the government starts to say, hey, I want my money, I want my taxes. So you are required to start taking money out of your IRA, whether you need to or want to or not. And when you do that, you're required to pay taxes on it. So, and there's a whole formula for how much, then, et cetera, et cetera. So, I began to, on one hand, be concerned about my ability to get a tax deduction for charitable contributions to J. Nolan and others. And I learned that it is possible to withdraw money for the purpose of meeting the required minimum deduction requirement, but have some of that money sent directly to a charitable organization like J. Nolan. And it's called the Qualified Charitable Deduction, and J. Nolan certainly meets that criteria. And so for the last several years, when I've taken my required deduction, I've had the financial institution that handles that money send a check or write a check to J. Nolan. They send it to me and I give it to them, but they are making the check out, so it never really passes into my hands. And it's a way that I'm still able to get a charitable deduction. It's something that I thought might be worth sharing in case there are folks out there who find themselves in a similar situation. So check it out if you're interested. It's if you're doing a required minimum distribution and you don't have any other means of getting a tax break on a charitable contribution, this might be your answer.